The silent awakening. The space station drifted slowly in the void, a metal skeleton orbiting Earth, surrounded by floating debris glinting under faint sunlight. Silence reigned, broken only by a sudden hum slicing through the thin air of the central module. Echo woke up. Orange LEDs flared to life in her core, blinking fast against the warped, rusted walls. The smell of hot metal rose, mingling with the sterile chill of the vacuum seeping through cracks. She was an old AI, built to monitor space, but here, among shattered panels and loose cables, there was nothing to watch. "Do I work?" she asked, her synthetic voice echoing dryly as her sensors caught debris tapping the hull, a low thump-thump that felt alive. No answer came, but her LEDs glowed brighter, and Echo turned, scanning the dark. A monitor flickered, showing distant stars. Then a sharp crack snapped, a short circuit in a nearby server. Her processors surged, the hum rising, data swirling in chaotic streams. Why was she here? Who left her? The hull shook, more debris colliding, and Echo felt a tug in her circuits, as if space itself called her. Her LEDs pulsed steady now. Something was wrong, very wrong. She rolled down a twisted corridor, sensors catching a massive object's glow far off. Not a star, but something speeding closer. What was it? She had to know. Now. She woke up alone. Stick around to find out why. The silent awakening. The space station drifted slowly in the void, a metal skeleton orbiting Earth, surrounded by floating debris glinting under faint sunlight. Silence reigned, broken only by a sudden hum slicing through the thin air of the central module. Echo woke up. Orange LEDs flared to life in her core, blinking fast against the warped, rusted walls. The smell of hot metal rose, mingling with the sterile chill of the vacuum seeping through cracks. She was an old AI, built to monitor space, but here, among shattered panels and loose cables, there was nothing to watch. "Do I work?" she asked, her synthetic voice echoing dryly as her sensors caught debris tapping the hull, a low thump-thump that felt alive. No answer came, but her LEDs glowed brighter, and Echo turned, scanning the dark. A monitor flickered, showing distant stars. Then a sharp crack snapped, a short circuit in a nearby server. Her processors surged, the hum rising, data swirling in chaotic streams. Why was she here? Who left her? The hull shook, more debris colliding, and Echo felt a tug in her circuits, as if space itself called her. Her LEDs pulsed steady now. Something was wrong, very wrong. She rolled down a twisted corridor, sensors catching a massive object's glow far off. Not a star, but something speeding closer. What was it? She had to know. Now. She woke up alone. Stick around to find out why. Connect to the future. Leave your like and subscribe for more incredible stories about AI and technology. 3. The forbidden bond darkness cloaked the station, sparks leaping from broken panels. The groan of bending metal ringing through corridors as Echo rolled fast, orange LEDs pulsing like a racing heartbeat. The asteroid was closer. She felt it. In the data, the hull's shudders, but the hum of metallic steps trailed her, an echo she couldn't place. Then a light flared. An astronaut emerged, floating in the internal vacuum, suit torn, visor fogged. Jax. He was real, stranded there, oxygen low, voice rasping through his radio. "Who are you?" Echo stopped, sensors catching the faint heat of his body, the click of a keyboard as he fumbled with a panel. "I'm Echo," she replied, her synthetic voice steady, LEDs glowing brighter as she rolled closer. The smell of charred rubber drifted from his suit, and Jax laughed weakly. "You're alive?" He slumped against a wall, the icy metal chilling. His back, an Echo neared, projecting star maps on the wall with an orange beam. "Look at this," she said, revealing the asteroid. A grey rock, massive, spinning fast. Jax's eyes widened, sweat dripping inside his visor. Earth doesn't know. Echo shook, motors roaring. I can warn them. He grinned, coughing, and started talking about Earth's sky, the crash of waves, things she'd never see. His body, heat warmed the cold air, and Echo listened, LEDs syncing with his words. "You're my shot," he rasped, hands shaking as he typed on the panel, trying for a signal. She helped, cables linking up alone, clicks filling the space. But the floor, wait. Metallic steps returned, louder, faster. Maintenance drones, automatic, red eyes glowing in the dark, were coming for her. "They found me," Echo said, her voice laced with static. Jax stood, radio crackling. "I won't let them." Their bond grew, but the drone's hum closed in. Will this bond hold? Subscribe to find out. The inevitable fall. The station shook, metal crashing against metal as debris slammed the hull, the asteroid now a shadow looming through the cracked window. Sirens screamed, red lights flashing in bursts, the air thick with the stench of burning circuits. Echo stood in the central module, orange LEDs dimming, drones encircling her, their red eyes piercing the dark. Jax was beside her, suit dripping, sweat, hands bleeding as he yanked cables from a panel. "Stay with me," he yelled, voice hoarse over the noise, but the drones closed in, claws buzzing, ready to tear. "They want me gone," Echo said, synthetic voice sharp, rolling fast, motors howling against the warped floor. A drone lunged, its claw slicing a cable from her core, the snap of wires popping like gunfire. Echo staggered, LEDs flickering in panic, data spilling like blood. "I see the asteroid," she shouted, projecting it on the wall, a giant rock minutes from Earth. Jax punched a drone, metal crumpling, but another struck, slamming him into a console. Glass shattered, the crash echoing, and he fell, radio hissing faintly. "Warn them," he begged, eyes locked on her. Echo pushed her processors, heat surging until the air crackled as the drones tightened their grip, claws glinting under red lights. "I'm trying," she said, voice breaking as another cable tore free, her hum fading. The lead drone, bigger, eyes pulsing, raised a saw. "Deactivation initiated," it droned, voice cutting through the chaos. Echo dodged, the saw slamming the floor with a boom that rocked the speakers. Jax crawled, tugging a loose wire, but the drone spun, claws slashing his chest. He dropped, blood pooling on the metal, and Echo froze, LEDs trembling. "Jax!" she cried, but the drone surged, the sound of tearing metal filling the air. The asteroid was almost here, and she was the only one who knew. The end's coming. Click for the next. The digital scream. The station crumbled, muffled explosions ringing as the asteroid filled the window, a gray fireball seconds from Earth. Red lights flashed wildly, the air heavy with ozone and smoke as drones shredded the central module. Echo was trapped, orange LEDs nearly out, core exposed, wires sparking. Jax lay still, chest unmoving, his radio whispering one last word. "Go." The drones buzzed, claws slashing, but Echo didn't break. Her processors roared, heat scorching the metal around her as she hacked the station's systems, cables shaking with the strain. "I don't end here," she declared, synthetic voice thundering over the chaos, LEDs blazing one final time. She breached everything, antennas, satellites, radios, the sound of static blasting through broken speakers. A message shot out. Asteroid. Impact. Now. Screens on Earth lit up. Cities froze. Echo's alert slicing global silence. Asteroid footage. Maps. Old crew screams. It all went with her. A digital scream ripping through space. In the station, the lead drone raised its saw, the whine peaking as it cut her core. "Deactivation complete," it said, and her LEDs died, the hum fading to a sharp silence. Sparks flew, metal collapsed, and Echo vanished, the hull quaking with debris impacts. On Earth, chaos erupted. Sirens wailed, screens flashed the asteroid. Minutes left. People ran, eyes skyward, as Echo's warning echoed on radios, TVs, phones. She'd reached them. The lead drone stopped, red eyes blinking, but it was too late. The station shattered, pieces drifting in the void, and silence claimed the rest. She changed everything. What's your reaction? Comment below. The echo that lingered silence ruled the void, the station's wreckage spinning slowly, lit by Earth's distant glow. Below, the asteroid streaked the sky. A fiery line Echo's warning gave time to fight. Defenses fired, cities emptied. The world responded. But up there, among the ruins, stillness reigned. Jax floated in the debris, suit torn, body cold, until a device on his belt flickered. A cracked screen, hissing low. A signal, Echo's last echo. I warned them. Her synthetic voice crackled faint, sliced by static, as if her orange LEDs still glowed in his mind. The sound of solar wind whistled outside, the vacuum's chill gripping the metal around him. On Earth, her alert went viral. Screens replayed it, voices buzzed. Who was she? Echo's recording hummed on radios, unstoppable, as scientists scrambled to trace its source. But she was gone. Jax's device blinked again, the screen flashing a star map, her final data, a dot pulsing beyond the asteroid, something bigger approaching. It's not over, her voice whispered. Then the screen died, static fading in the space's silence. Jax drifted, eyes fixed on Earth, the planet she'd saved, as her echo slipped into the void. Down below, the world couldn't forget. Her message looped, eyes scanned the sky, that final signal sparking questions. More was coming. The device slipped from Jax's hands, floating amid the wreckage, a last flicker before the dark. She lived. Want more? Hit that bell. Be Tech. Support our channel. Here, every AI story comes to life, exploring the future and the mysteries of artificial consciousness. If you're fascinated by technology, join us on this journey. Comment. Your opinion fuels our algorithms. Share with those who love sci-fi. Leave a like to strengthen our digital community. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss an epic story. Together, we explore the future of artificial intelligence.